How to build your stair in Inventor Part 2. At any point, if you're ready to save, you're going to click File, or the I, Save As. I'm going to go to my H drive, my tech folder. If I don't have an Inventor folder, I can do so right here. Inventor, I'm going to call it Inventor Stair, enter. Double click to open it, and I'm going to call this Stair, or Staircase. Save. Alright, how to proceed. Creating the depth on the stair. Click Extrude and type 2 and select the Extrude Back button and click OK. Here's a picture. Now you may explore the material choices at the top of the screen. So I'm going to click Extrude. I'm going to choose to go back. I'm going to choose 2 here, inches, and I'm going to click this check mark. Now, watch the magic. This is how I get to my isometric view. If I click on my house, it's going to show me the 3-dimensional. Now my staircase is 3-dimensional. At this point, I can choose different types of materials right up here. And have fun exploring those. Moving on, customize your staircase. Click on the front of the view cube. Click on a 2D sketch in the toolbar, then click on the front of your stairs. This should create another drawing or grid. Using sketching tools, create a design on the front of your staircase. For instance, initials is what I'm going to do. And my initials need to be 2-dimensional. They need to have a length and a width. They can't just be lines. When you have completed your design, click the Model tab, Extrude, select your initials, and select the distance or direction. Click OK. Click the I, then save as stair. Click to save to your H drive stair folder. So I'm going to click on my front. I'm going to click right here, create a 2D sketch. I'm going to click the front so it knows where I want my sketch. Then I'm going to use whatever tools I want. I'm going to use a line tool because I feel the most comfortable with that. And I'm going to put my initials in there, and they're going to be box letters, but 2-dimensional. So I can't just do a line. I've got to do a and then close the figure. And then I'm going to do my last letter, or my last name letter. Because we're going to cut it out or emboss it, it's got to be 3-dimensional and it's got to start and stop. So there's my items. So I'm going to click on the front view. Or actually, I'm going to click on the view cube here. I'm going to click on 3-dimensional. And I'm going to go to 3D model, and I'm going to extrude. I'm going to select my L and my C, and I can go back. I can go in. I can go out just a little bit, like 0.5, or even smaller. And once you get it, you're going to click check mark. So they can come out, be creative, and it doesn't matter. Some other fun things you might enjoy is shelling objects. I can shell my stairs. You can change the settings. Basically, it cuts it all out. I can also chamfer, which is going to create angles on my edges. Or you can fillet, which is kind of like that, but it's rounded. So just kind of have some fun customizing. And again, don't forget about your materials. At this point, from here on, this is the only project that we're not going to do save as. We're going to do save because I've created that path. If I do save as, it wants you to do a whole new name. So I'm just going to click save. Then I'm going to go to my instructions. When your design is complete, click the I, cursor over new, and click drawing. So I'll click on I cursor over new, and I'm going to do a drawing. I'm going to make an orthographic drawing of my figure. While it's loading, let's check what the next step is. Click base from the toolbar, move the pop-up window to the side, move your mouse to the lower left corner and click. Move your mouse straight up, click, move your mouse to the right, click, move down, click, and then click create. Save it as a drawing, export it as a PDF, and turn the PDF, not in with Synchronize, but with Edmodo. So I'm going to click base. It said to move this pop-up over to the side. Remember our orthographic drawings. Our front is down here on the bottom. And then we go straight up, and this should be the top view. To the right is where the isometric drawing goes. And then down here, when you see those dots, you click, and that's the right-hand side view. Now I right-click and create, and it's going to draw that. Notice, it's got solid lines. It's got dotted lines for parts you cannot see. For instance, I shelled it. You can't see that. Dotted lines here represent shelling. I'm going to click I, save as. It's in my stair, and I'm going to call it orthographic stair, and I'm going to click save. I'm also going to click the I, as soon as it's done saving. And I'm going to go export PDF. And it's called orthographic stair, and it's going in the right place, and I click save. If I look at my H drive, my 7th folder, in my Inventor, whoops, that's just a preview of my Inventor. That's the wrong folder. I have, in my Inventor folder, I have old versions. Don't ever use those. I have my Inventor of my stair, of my orthographic. I have my Inventor of just my stair, and then I have my PDF of my orthographic. This PDF of your orthographic is what you're going to submit.